I love making statues. This one's gonna be space roboticist Vandy Verma. Too bad it's gonna take 4 to 6 weeks to sculpt. What? There's a better way? Tell me more. Statues. They're big, they're bronze, they're hard to make. They get carved out of marble or cast in metal, and making 120 of them at the same time would take years. Until now. With the help of 3D printing, project manager Jocelyn Elliott is overseeing the production of over 120 of them in just weeks. A 2016 study of 12 major U.S. cities found that there were only 6 statues on display of historic American women in their parks and downtown areas. So our sponsor, Lyda Hill Philanthropies, is changing that by creating the If Then She Can exhibit, an assembly of over 120 statues of women working science, technology, engineering, and math. That'll be on display in Dallas's North Park. So this will be the most statues of women ever assembled in one location at one time, all thanks to 3D printing. And the first step to creating those statues is to create what's known as a 3D scan.
We're gonna be 3D full body scanning you in the scanner to our left, and the final product will be a full-sized print of you.
Each STEM ambassador posed with an object representing her work in STEM, like aerospace engineer Sydney Hamilton. Then, about 197 cameras snapped pictures at the same time.
3, 2, 1. There it is. That's good. Nice.
This is gorgeous.
Yep.
Working magic. Thank you.
When these pictures are stitched together, they create a 3D model. Now, they have to show the printer how to print this 3D model. First, they slice the 3D model into layers. This creates what's called the tool path for the printer, or what the printer should print at each layer, as it builds the statue from the bottom up.
As you can see, I can go through and examine each individual layer of that model.
Now, they check the model for problem areas. Overhangs like the nose and chin have a high probability of printing failure, because there's nothing underneath it for the printing material to land on. These areas are marked with red until support structures are added.
The largest area was right here underneath her hands and the item that she was holding.
And these are all elements of the print that won't show up in the final product, and they'll get removed during finishing.
Once the supports are added to the model, it's ready to print.
So this is our 3D printer, and it's currently printing.
On the left side here, we've got a preview in real time of the actual tool path that's being laid.
The statues are printed with acrylic gel that hardens or cures quickly when exposed to ultraviolet light. This allows the printer to start working on the next layer, almost as soon as the previous layer finishes printing. After coming off the printer, the statue material is then fully cured inside a UV curing booth.
We usually let these cure overnight to 24 hours. This allows the gel to completely solidify and harden.
After curing, statues enter the finishing process, where supports are removed and statue shape is refined.
Okay, so this is Kimberly Sass. When you look at it, you'll have holes, like where the printer doesn't print the gel ink, and there'll be little gaps, so you'll have to fill in that with a syringe.
These gaps are filled with more resin and then cured with a handheld UV light. Now, the statue is ready for painting. Since these statues will be displayed outside, they're using a very durable paint, similar to automotive paint, that can handle any kind of weather.
So we have one of the final prints that's already been painted, all dried and cured and ready for display.
When the process is finished, over 120 statues of real female STEM innovators will have their stories shared. The goal? To empower current female STEM innovators as role models and inspire the next generation of girls to pursue STEM careers. Just goes to show that with technology, you can change the world.